Good morning, advisors. So this is just a little snippet for you and you only. Your students should not be viewing this because students' information is on here. So this is just a snippet for you to explain what to do. So on Friday, I gave you 3 documents. The first document was what we will call the Georgia College 411 roster. And this roster contains all of the usernames and temporary passwords that I created for Georgia College 411. Okay, so if you are an advisor for 6th graders, you receive this packet on Friday. As you can see here, I was able to create 229 accounts. Okay, there are 6 students whose names and information is not on this original roster because of the way their names are made up. So it either had a hyphen, it was separated, so on and so forth. And so what I had to do is to go in and manually create those accounts. If you look on the last sheet of this roster, which again we will call the Georgia College 411 roster, you will see those 6 accounts. Okay. And so again, this document contained your Georgia College 411 usernames and temporary passwords for all of your students. Okay? This sheet is the roster, and the reason that you have this one, we'll refer to this as your advisement roster. The reason you have this one is because once students enter their username and temporary password, they will also have to enter their address. And if you know, like I know, most of these students unfortunately do not know their physical addresses, and so they are listed here. Okay, if you see your student's address is not listed here, just use Clark Middle's. Like I see Vaquavius Clark's address for Miss Hires is not listed, so we'll just put Clark Middle as his address for now. Okay, and Clark Middle's address is 1235 Baxter Street. You should know the rest. Okay, and if not, I'm going to let you look that up. Okay, so this is the advisement roster, and I also gave you a Ziploc bag. Okay, so what I would do is I would take this roster, and which is the advisement roster, and I would highlight all of these names onto my Georgia College 411 roster. So this way I make sure that I don't miss any of the students in my advisement. And so the reason that I'm saying that is because some of you will go through and just highlight kids from memory, and a lot of times we may skip 1 or 2. So if you actually use the advisement roster to guide you as you highlight names, this will save you time once you get into your advisement class. Okay, so once you've used your advisement roster and you've highlighted all the names on your Georgia College 411 roster, then what you'll want to do is to actually cut your advisement roster into strips. And these strips should be cut by student names, and it should include all of their information, so the phone number and the address. Okay, that is what the Ziploc bag is for. So once you cut these into little strips, you actually put it into the Ziploc bag. Okay, if you choose to, and some advisors do, you can also cut up your highlighted username and temporary passwords and just give the students 2 strips of papers, because they will need both of these pieces of information to actually finish creating their accounts. Okay, if you have any questions from here, please email me, call me. Thank you.